listen up, Private. At 0600 hours, we launch a full-scale assault. Right at his garrison. Want to go straight through the front gate. Nothing fancy. You got it?
Captain?
What is it, Private?
Well, sir, we just received this communication from HQ.
What is this? No garrison attacks truce? We can't attack garrisons?
No, sir, Captain. Plinths only.
What the hell's a plinth?
It's what we call lands now, sir.
Lands, huh? Is that another HQ order?
No, sir, this one came from the creators.
A mandate from the gods, huh? Alright then. We'll attack his lands, one at a time. Each by each, we'll hit his lands.
Captain, if I may.
What is it now, Private?
Gaming with Nick's garrison doesn't have any lands.
What? What are we supposed to attack then?
I guess nothing, sir?
This is insanity. What about Target 47?
Yes, sir, Target APOC does have lands available.
Excellent. What are his available supplies? We're gonna take them all.
Well, sir, he's keeping low-level lands intentionally, so 200 corn?
200 corn? I can't scratch my ass with 200 corn, Private.
Nor would you want to, sir.
No, I wouldn't. All right, Private, new plan.
What's that, Captain?
Scorched earth. All right, we're gonna burn all of our lands. We're gonna take them all down. Delete all lands. Right now, Private. That's an order.
Captain?
What is this, son? Insubordination?
No, sir, it's just we can't delete lands right now.
And why not?
Yes, sir, it's another creator mandate, sir. They won't allow deletion of lands without max lands.
And if we max our lands?
We can delete.
Look, son, I realize you're just the messenger, but unfortunately, I'm gonna need a new private.
Calm down, sir. It's just a game.
This ain't no game, son. This is war.
It's just a game!
Hey everyone, welcome to Dawn of Titans with Drybar Reviews, and today we're talking about post-update. Is it worth it to have lands? What's going on with lands? What's happening with lands? So much crazy stuff with lands! And I've been getting a ton of questions, and I've had a ton of questions myself. So let's take a look at this right now, because it was already questionable whether lands were worth it or not. And as you can see, I've got some lands here, right? I've got some lands. But what I did is I collected a variety of levels of lands so I can kind of illustrate a bunch of main points. Before we get into all of my main points though, let's start off with what did the update do to lands? Well, one of the biggest things you're going to notice is that, if you've tried this at least, is that you cannot delete lands. Check it out. Oh, by the way, they call them plinths. Did you catch that? Plinths cannot be discarded until max plinth capacity is reached. So basically what that means is you can only discard one plinth when you're maxed. Because that means once you discard one, you're below max plinth. Now, it doesn't say that specifically, so today what we're gonna do is we're gonna capture a few. We're gonna capture the max and see how many we can delete, okay? The second thing you're gonna notice is that when you attack lands, they're a little bit more specific to the land, like the food lands will have windmills on them and things, and I think they attempted to make them a little bit more difficult to beat by making it more surrounded maps, the obstacles a little less obvious for you to use as a defensive obstacle, but in reality it's about the same when you attack. Anyways, so because of this, and I believe this probably was a bigger player request, this sounds like something that bigger players, at least it favors the bigger players, because really the only recourse someone had if they were a smaller alliance compared to a very large alliance. So let's say there's a very large alliance just decimating someone, and they don't have really any recourse because when they attack, they aren't nearly dinging the other side. And obviously there's going to be some garrisons that some of the entire alliance that's littler can't even really attack successfully. So what do? Well, the biggest players start to raise lands, right? Raise lands, or we got to call a truce or something. And this is devastating to the large players because these large lands aren't necessarily easy to come by. And of course, at the end of the day, it's very costly to regather lands that someone's just going to raise anyway. So this is a huge defensive play for large players by allowing them to limit raising, basically. The only way you can raise is by maxing out yours and then attacking theirs and then deleting one at a time. But then if they raise yours and you have less than max, then you can't even raise until you've collected. So if they can beat you with the attacks, which they already are going to be able to, you can't even raise lands anymore, which is interesting. It changes the game quite a bit. It does. And really, I'm more interested in what your guys' thoughts are on this change as far as do you like it, do you hate it? What do you think could be a little bit different about it? I think they could have done a little bit different tweaking on this, but for now, this is what we got. So let's try it out. Let's go collect some max lands here. I'll just take some of these lands. How about that? What do we want? Let's take, I'm going to delete this one. Oh, wait. Don't take lands we have to delete. No. Now, I'm trying to level up my Venom Tusk, right? So I'm going to bring captured. All right, we captured this land. Boom. What does that bring us to? That brings us to 10, I believe. One more. Here we go. Right now, we're going to do archers. And we'll do some grenadiers, and then we'll put one pikeman in there. Random spells. Boom. Reinforcements. Here we go. Oh, part of the update too. Randomly, they changed some of the load screens. Huge update on that. All right, what do we got? We got grenadiers over here, so let's bring this over for cannon fodder, and then let's hit them with the archers. These guys can be grenaded. Both sides, for the love of all that is holy. No, Venom Tusk, you must attack. You must be attacking. Attacking you must, grannies. And wiped out in one hit. I told you to go after the Grens because I knew they were going to do this. Why are you running towards them, you stupid archers? See, now I know everyone says that they nerfed Grenadiers. Their damage is supposed to be less than the archers. What is happening? So, why were they not shooting? What was going on? Was it the obstacle bug again? That might have been the obstacle bug. Where they don't recognize they can shoot yet. They have to keep running. I don't know. That was weird. Not the focus of this video today, though, on battle bugs. All right, you guys ready? Moment of truth. It's time to delete some lands. Oh, I raided it. Did I really just raid that land instead of capturing it? Oh my gosh. Oh, thank God, a straightforward map. All right, everyone just autos, and we're gonna hold that goal to the back. Fire in the hole, and you go take out this and shnay-nay-nay. Nay, nay, shnay-nay-nay. Nay, nay, shnay-nay-nay. Nay, nay, shnay-nay-nay. Why aren't they shooting? Why are they coming forward? All right, finally, captured. We have 11 lands, so let's check this out. Okay, here we go, moment of truth. The delete button is successful. All right, here we go. How many lands can I delete? You want to place bets? Placing bets. Place your bets. I think I'm going to delete one only. That's my bet. Boom, one deleted. No! It's exactly like I said. You can only delete one land at a time. Oh, I hope I have an extra Titan lying around. Let's see. Who? Oh, sure, Astrid. Get your ass trid on that land. Throw some Gauls on there, maybe a couple Gurns, and boom, defended. All right, so there you go, guys. That's the land update. And here's the big issue. VP. Keeping VP is very difficult with lands. Right now, I will say this. There is a big cheat you can do because my alliance currently made a stupid truce where it's like, oh, let's attack garrisons only, right? Well, there's two types of players that are attacking me, and only two types. One is the type, and you've seen them, that doesn't really have very many lands. Okay? Or 0 lands. That's one type. The second type is the one that has lands, but they're low crap level. They don't even put Titans on them because there's nothing there. It's just garbage. It's all orange collection garbage. Those are the two tricks. If you're going to go into land battles and you still want lands, or if you're going to do those stupid garrison truces with the upper echelons of this game, and you're getting to these land battles and they're just sucking you dry with your lands, just pick up some level, like 5 to 6 levels less in lands. Because here's what's interesting. The lands that are available for you to go get from the center islands, right? Those lands that are just sitting there that you can raid, they're probably the worst lands for you to own ever. Whatever your level is, whatever is available to you for free is the worst lands to own for you, period. That's my opinion. Because check it out. If I have my level lands, which right now I'm at level 18, so it's a drop in like level 14 lands at me. Level 14 land, look at the troops. Level 12 pikemen, level 12 panthers, level 12 Goliaths. That's garbage. That's easy for anyone that's near my level to overcome, let alone lower than my level. But check this out. You pick up, let's say you pick up a level 23 Okay, so way above my ability to get from center islands. I've obviously got to either take that off of a larger player or someone who, I don't know, is in the middle of changing defenses. Anyways, if you can acquire bigger lands, we'll check it out. Level 21 defensive pikemen, and who did I throw on here? Did I throw on Korea? Well, I should throw on Korea with her pikemen boosting, right? Because level 21 is pretty insane for her. But there you go. Like, that's one idea, because if you do get raided, it's just gonna be some big old guy who you can't stop anyways. And then the guys your level can't touch it. In fact, the only time I ever have any failed raids is usually, never mind, they don't even attack my 23. No one can touch that thing. And then the other solution is to act like these guys that are attacking me. And yeah, he has just these teeny little lands, level 6, level 9s, that really, there's really no reason to attack them. So after the promo, the big question, is it worth it to have lands? It depends how you're playing. If you're in an extremely competitive, active league battle, and you are a smaller alliance, and you're losing out the battles, you probably just can't have lands. Early on when I was in different alliances, some of them that wouldn't even allow you to have lands, the reason why it worked was because we were just going for VP wins. We were trying to rise as quickly as possible. And as earlier players, you can do that if you get rid of the lands and focus all your time and effort into victory points. But unfortunately, that extremely hampers your growth. But here's a double-edged sword. You get the lands to get your growth, but if you keep getting hammered, especially that they lowered shield time. Did you see that? They lowered shield time. You no longer get a 12-hour shield. You get a 4-hour shield when you're hit. I believe it's 4 hours. So if you have lands and you're vulnerable to getting attacked and you keep getting attacked, you're going to lose everything you acquire. And that's why right now you're either forced into having less lands, no lands, low lands, or high lands, or you're forced into inactive leagues or less active leagues. And that's really not the best thing for this game right now. This game needs tons of player versus player. It needs us to be enthralled with slitting each other's garrisons open. It needs to be all about that. So I'm hoping they tweak this once again. It was a nice big tweak, what they did, but really it's not helping anyone besides the larger players, because those are the ones who really get raised rather than the little players. I think it'll stop maybe some petty activities where people are just, they don't like someone for whatever reason in chat and they just go and take all their lands and delete them. That's pretty brutal, and I guess that's also combating this. But at the end of the day, any player that doesn't have a bunch of max titans lying around has a hard time defending their lands anyway. So I get the frustration out there, guys, but I want to hear it. Once again, this is the feedback location, so put your comments down below. Let me know what you feel about this aspect of the update, as far as, do you like it, do you hate it, do you want them to change it, how do you want them to change it? These are all suggestions I'm going to send in. You can send them in. Let's let them know so that they can cater to the consumer, us, right? And also, my captain's going nuts, as you saw. The poor guy, he doesn't know what to do right now with our garrison truce and no lands to attack. I feel the pain. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, to comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much for all the enthusiasm and support, and I will see you soon. I've got a ton of requests I'm working on, so stay tuned for the next Dawn of Titans with DBR. You know, Uncle Jimmy was going to show me how to shoot this.